Hello, folks. Welcome back to a game that we've looked at in the past as a demo and the full game, but this is Metrogether. We're on version 1.2, which got released about 2 weeks ago. The biggest update here is one of two things. One, you can see that there's a much longer route for you to drive the train on. And two, we also have the ability to have express trains now. So we're going to go in here. Game visually is still the same as what it was before. We don't have a train there. We're going to try to get this train, but sometimes I don't know if we're going to be able to make this one or not. We may have to jump across the tracks and see if we can get another one. But we're going to try to get this train. And the second we see those doors start to close, we're going to try to jump across another spot here. But let's go, 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 go. The stations are slightly more detailed. You can see there's a bridge crossing over top now, so that's cool. We're going to replace you. Sorry, my dude. Close the door because I don't want to drive with it open. We'll sit down, we'll get our route assigned, we'll put that into drive, and let's see here. If we take a look at the timetable on the left hand, or the left hand side, we are ready to roll. We're express train, we're 7 cars long, and we need to get going to all of the places here. So we're going to quickly take a look down our sideways here. Looks like all of our doors are closed, so we are going to begin our trip. So we still have on the right-hand side, the red one is our speed, so we want to make sure... No, I don't care about the stop, I just want to go. But we need to make sure we have all of that. We're going to speed this bad boy up, and we are on our way to wherever we're at here. I guess we're going to Broad Street. Timing's already a little off, but that's okay. There we go, and we have our 25 miles. There's another train coming in. The first half of this track is not going to be what we want it to be as far as add-ons for all that. I'm just speeding a little bit. Yeah, I'm going a little too fast there, but that's okay. Coming in here. There's not going to be any of the express routes here for a little bit, but they will come in a couple stops down the road, which is very similar to real metros, where it's not express all the way through. There's just a couple of spots that are missed here. So we're going to come into our stop. Hopefully we didn't overshoot it. Yep, I overshot it a bit. My bad, but it's okay. Everybody can still get off. Then I can close the doors. This is one thing that I didn't do on my first playthrough, was look down, and I always got annoyed that I was missing things. You just got to wait for the doors to close properly, and then you're fine. So we're going to move through here. I'm going to hopefully do a little bit better of a job driving this train. Although I will maintain the first one was not my fault because the clock was already going. That one, I missed my stop. I shot a little too long. I was going a little too fast into everything. But we're going to get up to speed here. We have a max speed of 43. We'll continue to hit the space bar to make sure that we acknowledge there's another train. I really just want to get to where we have express, because we're at express long train to Cheddar Street. So there's a bunch of new stops on here. I actually have really enjoyed exploring the stations and kind of going through there. I'm looking forward to when they add more lines and more stuff. I'd love there to be an above ground section, like an elevated track, and then it goes down below ground. I think that would be super cool to like fly around the city and all that. I think there's just a lot of cool options of stuff, especially complexities like, hey, you have to do this train. Ooh, I'm going too fast. I'm too busy talking. But like if you were able to go in and do, I don't know, you're on, let's say there's a red line and then you need to jump on a green line train and you have to do all that by a certain time frame, like that would be fun. I think there'd be some cool stuff to do in there. This one's money. We're 1 minute late though, and that's not my fault again because we started late. So we're gonna close that up. And we are on our way because we are now 2 minutes late. So we got to start moving through everything here. We should be able to pick up some time being an express train, but we need to really move here in order to do that. The interior of the train, from what I've seen, hasn't really changed at all, which is fine. And then there you also have the kind of other version that you can do where you can go take tickets from people. But I much more enjoy driving the train. I think it's way more fun. So we're going to go through here at this slowdown at 25 in 1,500 feet or so. We're moving. And this is where I can try to make up some time by keeping us close to the max without speeding, but I tend to speed in this game, I'm sorry. But we're going to try to see what we can do here. All right, we're going to start slowing down significantly here because we have our spot coming up. Oh, I was going 2 miles an hour too fast. That's not speeding. We're fine. And the only reason we had to slow down there was, oh no, there was no reason. Oh, well, we had the curve there, but we also have the station here. So I think we have 1 or 2 more stops before we get to the express area stuff. You can see the characters are still fun as always. We have like a prospector guy there. There's a Civil War guy there. There's all types. It's the most random collection of people you will ever see, which is true, I guess, of most metros. That we have all of that. Let's go ahead, have a good stopping position. Closing those doors back up. Here they go. Fantastic. And we are off. So I don't remember if it's this station or the next that has the, it's not this one. But there's one of the stations that we're going to have that we can get onto the express line, which is very fun to drive around, and especially going through stations with it, it's very fun. But let's get going here. We're only a minute late now, so we are making up time. We just need to make sure we're continuing to meet our goals here. We're trying to hover between position 4 and 3. Try to keep that speed of our 56 max. And now we're going to start dumping speed because we have a slower area coming up here real soon. It's that number 4 sign. And yep, there we go. Moving exactly what we need to do. Keep it in here. And I think after we get at Riverbend, we're going to Pine Street, and Pine Street opens up into the full thing, I believe. I don't remember if there's a lot of new details with the train stations and all that. You can see there's a short one. We are a long train, so we're going to go farther. Here we go. I got a perfect stopping position. So we'll do that. And away we go. And basically, I just want to get to the Express just to show you what that looks like, because I think it's fun. It's driving through the Express, I think, is really, really interesting. So let's speed this bad boy up. Our max speed is 43, which we are rapidly approaching. Even at level air position 3, we're maintaining that 42, so we're a mile under the speed limit, and if we can keep that, I'll be happy. And we're going to have to start scrubbing off a lot of speed here. So we come up to that number 4. There we go. We're okay with that. And I believe this is the station that we're going to eventually get out into other spots. But you can see we have our route request button, so that's Q. Going to bring up our stop here in a moment. Open up, and you can see there are now 4 tracks ahead of us. So I'm going to close that up because we're already late. Sorry, dude. I know you want to get on train, but I can't do that for you right now. And we are going to start going here. We have a little bit of slowness that we need to do, like 25 until we reach now. And once we're over these tracks here, there we go. We have 62 as our max, so we're going to put the speed level up to 5. You can see there are 4 tracks heading out. And we're 1.2 miles away from the bank, which is where our next station is. But I think we're going to go through some other spots before we reach that. You see, we are moving. The perception of speed here is really nice. It does do its thing. We're going to go through our green lights there. Now we have another 2,000 feet to proceed. And we should be coming up on a station here relatively soon. If you keep a look at the right track, you'll see the signs for like slowing down. I think it'll be like number 4 or something. And that will be the indication that there's a station coming up and that you would have to start. There's the 4. You start slowing down here for 25 before we get into the station, which should be right beyond. There we go. And you can see we're right in the center line, so we're just flying through this, which is super, super entertaining to go through. We just fly through that station, don't have to worry about. And then in another 1,800 feet or so after that station, we'll have to dump down our speed and start slowing down here. I'm gonna wait till we get to about 800 or so feet to start backing down the speed. And we're gonna scrub that speed off pretty quick. Look at the two trains leaving at the same time, super cool. And there's our 25 coming in to stop. You can see that there's like a weird bank vault thing, like this is the bank station, so there's weird bank vaults. Like, it's just a cool look at. And the other train on the right is moving out. So hopefully once we stop here, we'll be able to catch up to that train. And we'll see what the express train does for us here. Let's see if we can stop on a dime here. I think I went a little long. All right, so our people are on board. Doors are closed. Here we go. And we'll see if we can catch that other train. I don't know if we can see it or if the walls here, it looks like they fade away after the station. Let's go see if we can hunt down that other train real fast. And there is a multiplayer in this game, so you theoretically could have like races and all kinds of weird stuff here. You see there's a red light because there's a train on the tracks. We have greens, it's red there because they're pulling into their station, and we are flying past. And it's just the most satisfying thing to do. But yeah, you can see we have all that stuff. You saw the lights from the other train were kind of blinded us for a second there as they're in our windows, but we're moving through. I think we're coming into another station that we're just going to blow right past. I'm going a little fast right now, so I need to slow down just a tad. But we're going to get to this next station, which is Founders Square, and I think we're going to call it a day. Although, I mean, we could get to Cheddar Street and do the whole thing. So I have a stop sign coming up here real soon. All right, it says now we can proceed. It was a red mark. I guess there's a train switching over tracks here possibly. Because now we're going back into local. We don't have a, it's not set up to be anything else now. We have a caution. So request our route, which is going to set us up for where we're coming in. Ooh, I'm driving significantly faster than I should. All right, let's bring this up to the station here. We'll scrub off our speed. Don't go past. There we go, we're late, but it was a perfect stopping spot. So I'll hit that, wait for the doors to close. And we are gone again. So let's see, we have, we're off to Queen Eleanor's Promenade. And then Cheddar Street. I believe Cheddar Street's the last one again. I know I'm going fast, I don't care. We have places to get to. But the addition of the longer track is fun because it takes a lot longer to go through everything. And also the addition of the express lines is super interesting and neat. Scrubbing down speed. And you can see, again, it's made by a German developer, so nice German flag there. And I want to say the stations are more detailed. Like, look at the roof of this station. It's beautiful. There's little information signs, there's bank stuff, there's even vending machines. Like, there's all kinds of stuff here that I don't necessarily remember. Even the escalators. Look at the escalators, the people coming down those. They're working. And then we have HAL, which I'm going to go with call HAL now. Like, I think, I'm not positive, but I think that's a nod to Better Call Saul. I could be wrong, but that's where my brain goes when I see that. Which, if you haven't watched that show, please do. It's outstanding. But we're going through. There's even some graffiti on that, which is just fun little details that don't need to be included in anything else. But I really do appreciate that they're there. So we're coming up here. Our max speed is 62, which we are rapidly getting to. We have a caution coming up. Our speed is going to be limited to 43 here in a second. So we're going to start scrubbing down speed to get to that spot. There's our caution. we're requesting our route because we're coming into the last station, so we need to know which one to route to. And we're going to keep that speed up a bit here because we're going to need to come in at 43. And we still have some time. Now we'll start dumping down speed as we come into the final station, I believe. So here's the big switch off area. And then if it's like it was last time, it goes into 4 spots. I don't know if it's the same as what it was before, but it looks like, yeah, it's going to be the same thing. I don't know if we're going to be switching tracks or if we're going to stay straight. I'm going to bet that we're probably going to stay straight here. Oh, we moved over tracks. That's fun. And you can see the other train there with the light coming off the top. Yeah, man, super cool. And obviously it has a red sign. Apparently I'm driving too fast because our max speed is 12 as we come into the final spot here. Which I guess does make sense because, yeah, we're coming into a dead end. So I guess they want to make sure the speed is properly scrubbed off. I feel like the train next to us is moving, but also it's not moving. So it's a weird optical illusion, but it feels like we're moving forward here. Or the other train's moving the other way. But you can see it's still next to us, so it has not moved at all. We're going to come here all the way to the end. I'm going to try to just bring it up to that spot. And we are now done with our trip through there. We have our nice, beautiful train. I got to do all the things. And yeah, and if we take a look around here, I don't remember all these ticketed areas here before. And then there's some cool crossovers. There's escalators now, so I can just jump on there if I was allowed to and go up the escalators. I don't have the ability to do any of that stuff right now, but it's super cool that it's there anyway. And then we have like this dude sitting there at a train station for some reason. But yeah, like this kind of stuff is super detailed. It's super neat, and I really dig it. I wish the stations were a little bit brighter and our field of view was a little bit longer. Like it shouldn't just disappear. Like I would still be able to see the rest of that station. But overall, I'm really digging where this game's going, and I'm liking that we're having longer things that we can go through and different experiences driving and also on a train itself. But folks, that's going to wrap us up for today. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.